That's stupid. It's a stupid thing. Padded Room Podcasting Hour is back in your ear holes, you bitch! My name is Darian. Buddy is in the house.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, man.
Been a while,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah,
How you been? What do we miss?
See, well, I was sick the previous weekend.
Yeah.
And
You
working
okay?
another one. And, yeah, I got like a little tickle in my throat. It's just like one of those things that's just not going away. It's like every once in a while,
Yeah.
and that's about it. It's like, come on, get over this.
Uh-huh.
But
Was
still
it
great.
Was it Jason? He's been known to tickle some throats.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
You understand what I mean? He ain't going away either.
I know, right? That's really about it.
Just working and being sick?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't miss much anything here, really.
Yeah.
Kind of
it looks the same.
Yeah, no, nothing changes here. You came over for the big Super Bowl shindig.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about this.
How, we gotta air out our grievances, buddy.
Yeah. I wasn't.
You were rooting
disappointed.
for the Chiefs.
Yes, I was.
Why?
It's all about the rings, so it's more for the Steelers. Is
Okay.
the reason why. So Steelers have 6 rings, along with the Patriots.
Right.
And the Niners have 5. So
Right.
if they would have won another one in the Super Bowl, they would have been tied.
Yes.
So, and of course, I don't want that.
I get that. Okay.
That's really the main reason why. And I'm not really a Niner fan. I just really don't care about
Fucking
them.
Chiefs are building a dynasty, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care for that. I wonder how many rings
It's a
they
Swifty
have.
dynasty.
It is! And I'm learning rapidly to hate Travis Kelce.
Right?
And Patrick Mahomes and his whole family. They haven't done anything to me personally. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. They're turning football into a big soap opera.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a Niners fan. I hate the Niners.
Yeah.
And I was put into a very awkward position of having to root for the 49ers.
And you did well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. It was believable.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I put on a good show?
Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, we got a fucking show to get into here, dude. We got horror news, listener mail, all the fun things, buddy.
Yeah.
Start things off with a little horror news, I think.
Horror news.
What do you got there, big fella?
Well, since you brought up the Super Bowl,
Yep.
fresh off a big Super Bowl win, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce continues making headlines this week. This time because he's breaking into the movie business.
Oh, God.
That's right. Travis Kelce is executive producing feature film My Dead Friend Zoe, which is being billed as a dark comedy set to premiere at SXSW 2024.
South by Southwest.
Morgan Freeman's actually going to be in this.
Well, of course. I mean, he's got Super Bowl money, so he can throw the kitchen sink at him.
And Ed Harris.
And this motherfucker, man.
I know, right?
I already hate it.
So it's a low-budget dark comedy. My Dead Friend Zoe follows a female Afghanistan veteran who comes head-to-head with her Vietnam vet grandfather and the family's ancestral lake house.
Okay, now you started this off with Morgan Freeman and Ed Harris.
Yes.
And then you said low budget. I'm calling bullshit.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think so, Travis Kelce.
But so weird. Like, we can't even get away from the Super Bowl.
We're out of the NFL season and we're still being fucking rammed in the ass with Travis Kelce.
I know, right? You think Taylor Swift's going to have a little cameo
I'm
in
sure
the movie?
she will. Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Something will happen and then it'll just pan on her. That'd be stupid.
Right on.
All right, so there are 6 movies that you have to catch that have been released already today.
Okay.
VOD.
Okay. What do you got?
All right. The classic story of Alice in Wonderland can easily be tweaked into a horror tale, and that's probably why it's been done several times over the years. Up next is the indie horror movie Alice in Terrorland. That's right, which High Flyer Films just released on VOD and DVD today.
Alrighty.
All right.
Not too interested, to be honest with you.
After an experimental drug trial goes awry, the test subjects face a terrifying side effects. If you fall asleep, you die. Epic Pictures released their new movie, Double Blind, on VOD today.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does
interested
actually.
in that, yeah.
So they're trapped in an isolated facility. Panic ensues as the test subjects try to stay awake. I remember seeing this trailer a long time ago. It actually didn't look too bad.
All right.
Gravitas Venturas latest cell phone highlights. The perils and horror of technology surrounding the piece of tech we rely on most, our phones.
Cell phone, yeah.
Yes. In Cell Phone, Wynn, who is grieving the death of her fiancé, starts seeing disturbing images on her cell phone about her future. If she doesn't figure them out in time, she will die.
I saw the trailers to this one.
Yeah? Does
It
look
looks
good?
interesting.
Okay. Also from Gravitas Ventures, director Kyle Klieg's Earworm also hit VOD today.
Okay.
In the film, Henry Adams, a socially awkward man seeking help for his condition, accepts an invitation to a self-help group that is more than it seems. Danger around every corner as Henry goes deeper into treatment. Meanwhile, Detective Williams investigates a series of strange murders that has too many similarities not to be connected.
I don't know about that one, man.
I know, just
Earworm.
Earworm, just the name of it.
All right.
You can either make the meal or be the meal. Breaking Glass Pictures also has new horror movie this week with Alice and the Vampire Queen, now available on VOD outlets.
Okay.
So it's directed by Dan Lance, starring Shelby Hightower, Graham Wolf, Brenna, and a whole bunch of other people.
All right.
Focus on an ex-con who struggles to overcome her past scars. A stranger offers her a deal: create one special dish for the Vampire Queen.
You had me at Vampire Queen.
I know, right?
Okay.
But the story plot just like goes.
Yeah, but I bet she's
we'll
going to
see.
be sexy.
Hopefully.
So I'm
Yes.
into that.
That's right. The horrors of the dark web are explored in Dark Star Pictures' new movie, Midnight Peep Show. And you can meet the Black Rabbit on VOD outlets beginning today, February 13th.
All right.
That's right. In Midnight Peep Show, we introduce to an unnamed madame who owns and operates a peep show, offering patrons a tailor-made experience wrapped around their deepest desires, fears, and sins. Tonight, it welcomes a businessman who has a unique connection to an extreme fantasy website on the dark web. He soon becomes a witness to 3 stories of victims that found the same website, and now the Midnight Peep Show has found him.
All righty.
Yeah.
You had me at Peep Show.
I know, right? It's like, oh, Peep Show. All right.
Into Peep Shows.
Well, that's all I got. What do you got?
Hey, now, are you ready for another Predator movie?
Wow, really?
Yeah. Dan Trachtenberg, director of Prey,
Cool.
is back for another standalone Predator story. It's called Predator Badlands.
Okay.
Posters are already up. Looks exciting.
Yeah?
I can't tell. I don't think we're back in Native American land.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I saw the poster. All it is a picture of the Predator.
Okay.
So
How's it look?
it looks like it actually might be like post-apocalyptic.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm into it. I love Prey.
Yeah,
So-
after Prey came out, it's like, oh, finally a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
so hopefully
the
this will...
Predator sucked a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing. What else we got here? Fede Alvarez's Alien movie has been titled Alien Romulus. Don't know what that means.
Romulus.
Romulus is
Top Romulus.
That's what it is. Fucking noodles, man.
Noodles.
They're coming out of our noodles. God damn it. No, Romulus is a geometric shape, so I don't know. But he did say it's not going to have any tie-in to Prometheans.
Okay.
So I like that.
Yeah.
Promethean got a little went off the deep end a little bit, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Gulela, ring any bells?
No.
Yeah, me neither. But he has been cast in the Smile sequel.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
I knew they were making a sequel. I'm
Yeah?
okay with it because I did like the first one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wasn't all that impressed with the first one. Once you got past the aesthetic of the creepy lady with the huge smile, then it was just like another demon body hopper movie, pretty much.
Yeah, I seem to be watching more horror movies that they smile. I'm like, it's getting kind of old.
Yeah, I feel like really the Joker, and then after that, stop fucking smiling.
Yeah.
You know? What are you so happy about? Stop it.
Right.
You're an asshole.
I'd still check it out, though.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Maybe they'll take it in a different direction.
Frown.
There you go.
Yeah.
Grimace. Stink face.
In a polite way of saying it.
That's right. This summer, stink eye. I got to see that one.
That's right.
What else we got here? Michael Chavez is directing The Conjuring 4, which is going to be the final installment in the franchise. Not the final spinoff. We're probably going to get another 6 or 8 Nun and Annabelle movies and fucking Crooked Man or whatever they were hitting us with.
Right.
So get ready for that. I liked the last one, Conjuring 3. The Devil Told Me to.
Yeah,
Devil
that was a
Made Me
good
Do It.
one.
That was a good one.
Uh-huh.
Lastly, we have a pre-sale campaign for Terror Bites, The Evolution of Horror Gaming. It's a documentary by the same guys that made the In Search of Darkness series.
Okay.
Did you ever see the In Search of Darkness movies?
I don't think so.
You're never going to have time because they're 3.5 hours long each.
Okay.
They are. It's a 3-part documentary series about 80s horror.
Oh, wow.
So I watch it in 45-minute installments when I'm on the treadmill.
Okay.
And it's fast. It goes real fast.
Yeah.
But it's cool because it's like I'm realizing I actually missed a lot of 80s horror movies. So now I'm coming back and I'm like, oh, look at that. What the fuck? Ooh, like this one I got Delirium. We'll get into that.
Okay.
I saw it. Well, we'll get into that. That's coming up, and what are you looking at?
Nice.
So we got on the horror news, Hot Dogger. You ready for some listener mail?
Let's do it.
Listener mail.
Oh, we got a few things happening here, buddy.
All right.
Let's start things off on the emails. All the way from Sydney, Australia, here comes Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hello, Tim. Subject line, what's with all the rape questions? I just get a little antsy in the pantsy every now and then, Tim. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys, especially Jason, my big dirty grease bear. Ew.
Wow.
Ew. That's not sexy, Tim. So, Darian, what's with all the rape questions lately? If you're sexually frustrated, you can always have a turn of me, although it's not rape if I enjoy it. I've taken a turn or two on Tim.
Yeah.
And he's a generous lover, I will tell you that. Not exactly a gentleman, however. So my 3 favorite rape films. Now I said rape revenge.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not forget the revenge part. That's part of the equation here, dude.
Yeah.
Number 3, Hills Have Eyes, 2006. That was nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially the breastfeeding part. Because
Oh.
while technically it is not full-on rape, it's very... Like, I feel like if you did that to a woman, you could be charged with rape.
Probably.
Involuntary breastfeeding.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever actually tasted a woman's breast milk?
Yeah, me either.
No, I have.
Oh,
it's
no.
disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never have.
You don't want it.
It grosses me
I'm going to
out.
tell you that. My wife left. It's a long story, but she left some in the fridge once right after my daughter was born.
Put it in your coffee?
No, I just got curious and I was like,
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, okay. Number 2, I Spit on Your Grave, the remake. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Number 1, The Nightingale, 2018. I've never heard of The Nightingale. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember it. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on Project Metalbeast. I'll admit it's not the best film, but the werewolf looks awesome. Looking forward to Rawhead Rex winning the Terradome. Everyone who votes for him gets a sloppy blowjob from my wife. Well, I know who I'm voting for. I mean,
you gotta lead it like that.
I mean, that's how. What is the counter argument exactly? She doesn't know about this yet, but hey, Darian likes rape, so it fits. That's it for me. Much love to you all, team. Right on, Tim. Thanks for writing in there, big fella.
Thanks, Tim.
And
What a guy.
Thank you, Jaleesa, in advance.
Yeah.
Remind me to send her some flowers and chocolate later. Let's see. We got some voicemails coming at us here, buddy.
All right.
Let's kick things off in beautiful downtown Anderson, Indiana. Here comes Coop Newcomb.
All right.
Hey,
What's up, Coop?
Darian got Jason to come back in or not.
got buddy.
Anyway, I think you said this week for 3 on a meat hook is Rape Revenge.
Correct,
So
Amundo.
number 3 was one you covered a good while back called Gutter Balls.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I only
Gutterballs.
put that on here because that was just an absolute clown of a movie. But,
Oh, it wasn't that
the
bad.
girls in it were pretty hot. And
the actual
so
girls.
had to go on my list.
Sure.
So speaking of hot girls, the other one you had mentioned, the movie Revenge for my number 2.
Oh, she's banging.
That girl was a really attractive.
Matilda
chick.
Lutz.
But I thought that was a good movie. That was just really entertaining to
Yeah.
watch.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like an action movie
Sure.
/ horror. It's pretty awesome. And since you said we can throw it down because it we'll count it as a rape revenge horror in a way, we'll go with The Crow.
Yeah.
That thing just, I remember being in high school, and that was like epic as hell at that time, and soundtrack was the best, and everything about it. I was, couldn't pull off the goth thing, so I didn't try.
Yeah,
But
me neither, man.
anyway,
I tried.
that is all I have. I will holler at you guys later.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling in, Coop. You know why I couldn't go goth? Curly hair.
Oh.
You can't get the
Yeah.
the downtrodden look if your hair is in a permanent fro up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You look happy if you're all froed up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look depressed and miserable, and you got to bring it down like.
It's got to be greasy.
And, yeah, you got to Cobain it down over the face. That's the only way to get the look correct.
Right.
Right on, Coop. Thanks for calling in, amigo. Who's up next here? Looks like our main man in Alabama. Here comes Alan.
Padded room, what's up?
What's up,
Hope
Al?
What's going on?
everybody's doing good. Let's see, Terradome, we ain't doing Terradome. It was good to hear Mr. Jason back. Let's see, Rape Revenge.
What do you think of that?
I'm going to go with the original Last House on the Left. I know the bumbling cops, but that movie still has a scene that makes me squirm to this day.
I wonder which
Then
one.
I'm going to go with the I Spit on Your Grave remake.
I think the remake is better.
I'd consider Serbian film a rape revenge film.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And that movie makes everybody squirm.
Uh,
Anyway, Mr. Darian, are you Black Christmas?
you got me.
Hopefully one of the good ones. Well,
The
there's
original.
only one good one.
The
Anyway,
original,
that's all I
sir.
got. Y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling in, Alan.
Thanks, Alan.
I wonder what part of Last House on the Left made him squirm. Piss your pants?
No.
No. I mean, that's kind of... I don't know. The blowjob scene where she bites his wiener off,
Yeah.
that was pretty gnarly. I haven't seen that one in a while. I got in a lot of trouble for showing that movie to my friends when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of my. We moved into a new neighborhood, and I'm terrible at making friends. I don't know why, but I finally got these two brothers to spend the night at my house, and they're looking at my VHS collection just with these eyes the size of dinner plates. And they're like, Last House on the Left, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's, they rape these chicks and they make them piss their pants and take them out in the woods and kill them. No big deal, whatever. Can we watch it? Yeah, sure, why not? 2 days later, their parents call my parents.
Oh, my
God. And there goes my Sega Genesis for a month.
Oh, man.
Yeah, buddy. Right on, Alan. Thanks for calling in, amigo. You got me, dude. I am Black Christmas. The one I was talking about was the original. The 2006 remake, by comparison, is actually not that bad to the 2019 remake. Have you ever seen the 2019 remake?
No, not the remake.
Stay the fuck. There's 2 remakes.
Oh, okay, no. I've only seen the original.
Okay. The 2006 one is actually fairly loyal to the original.
Okay.
2019 just goes off on some bananas fucking cult thing. It's stupid. If Jason was here, he'd snap a pencil in half because we're even talking about it. He hates it so much. Right on, Alan. Let's get down to Southern California. Here comes Mr. Tom Hardy.
Hey.
Hey-yo.
Hey-yo, Padded Room. How's my favorite degenerates this week?
Hey, we're hanging.
Good.
I hope everyone's doing good. Hey, I wanted to get in real quick. Shit. What was it? Oh, the revenge flick.
Yeah.
Gotta admit, not a category I'm big into.
Okay.
But I'm just going to mention 3 flicks that I saw way too fucking early.
I feel ya.
Probably fucked me up pretty good. That'd be the I Spit on Your Grave.
Yep.
Saw that way too fucking young.
Yeah, me too.
No, it's not a horror flick, but The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
It's got a terrible fucking scene in there.
Yeah. With the binoculars.
And you know what? How about Savage Streets with Linnea Quigley and Linda Blair? There was some fucked up poop going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, on the educating department, are you Black Christmas?
You got me.
I don't know. Been forever since I've seen that shit.
He sounds
Anyway,
terrible.
I got nothing on the what are you looking at department, and I guess we got a bye week for the Terror Dome.
Big championship.
So with that all said, hope all is well. Love you like family. Bye now.
Love you too, Tom Hardy. You sound terrible, dude.
Yeah, you get a cold?
That's something. I hope you feel better.
Man.
Maybe he just went to a concert or something. Right on. That's all we got on the listener mail there, buddy. Do you have anything for Tom Hardy, Alan, Coop Newcomb, or Tim?
Well, thanks all for calling and writing in.
You guys are the best.
Yeah.
You know what's not the best? This movie we're about to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Ew. Let's get into some Project Metalbeast, buddy.
Metalbeast.
No, buddy, that was not a trailer. That was just the first 2 minutes of the movie.
Oh, my
But that
goodness.
was the best we could do on YouTube,
Yeah.
was to find the first 2 minutes of the movie, which, by the way, contains 0 dialogue and is really just 2 guys paddling around on a boat. So, well done, you motherfuckers.
I hope you're hooked by that trailer.
Oh, if you're not in by now, I don't know if I can help you. It's Project Metalbeast, everybody. From
Metalbeast.
1985. It got 4.5 stars on IMDb.
I don't even know how it got that high.
Oh, it's people like Tim. You know, Oh, it's pretty good. It's got a werewolf in it, so
cool name.
Totally. Written and directed by Alessandro De Gattino, starring Kim Delaney, Barry Bostwick, and Kane Hodder. This movie's got an R rating. I cannot tell you why. Barry Bostwick. That name ring any bells there, buddy?
Yeah.
He was Brad Armstrong in the original Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
And he played Agent Miller in this one. Colonel Miller.
Colonel Miller.
Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. We are firing on all cylinders. We start off in a boat.
If you couldn't tell by the trailer.
Oh, clearly. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to state the obvious, but we definitely start off in a boat, paddling down a river in the middle of the night. We got two guys. We are in Hungary, in the Carpathian Mountains, buddy. Mm-hmm. And this is Operation Lycanthrope.
Yes.
Initiated by the U.S. government. It's a attempt to recover werewolf blood to make a biological weapon of some kind. We'll get more into that in a second. We got these two knuckleheads. It's Donald and Greg. Mm-hmm. Donnie and Greg are on the case. Mm-hmm. And they got... they look tactical.
Yeah.
They got like sweaters on, so I imagine it's cold in the Carpathians. They paddle ashore eventually, and they get out and they take all their equipment and they trek through the woods for about a quarter mile. Then they come to a big scary castle, very creepy, and they go down into the castle, into the catacombs, and they come across a werewolf lair.
Yeah.
Now, as far as werewolves go, we can do a lot worse in this movie. This one didn't look bad at all.
Right.
We got some very questionable slide photographs coming up, but we'll get more into that in a minute. Werewolf pops out, kills Greg, slashes them all up. Donald shoots the werewolf with what I have to assume is silver bullets, kills it, and then drains a bunch of its blood into some kind of a pump, and then takes off.
Yep.
Now we're going to cut to a couple months later. We're back in the United States at a top-secret testing facility, and we've got Donald, who is Agent Butler, and his superior, Colonel Miller, who is heading up the Operation Lycanthrope.
Yeah.
Donald's a bit of a prick. And, well, both these guys are pricks, really. But they're, super stuffy special agent types, buddy. Mm-hmm. So we're at this top-secret medical facility where they're running tests on the blood, and Butler and Miller are being super secretive, and, hey, what the hell's taking so long? Where's my blood samples? I need to know what this goddamn thing is, and all this fun stuff. The poor staff that are working there are like, well, it's not human, it's not canine, it's some kind of a weird... animal.
Crossbreed.
Yeah, animal that we don't know what the hell it is. And they're like, well, if we inject a guy with it, is it going to kill him? And they're like, probably. It'll probably do that. What's going to happen is your blood is basically going to turn into pus, and then you're going to vomit and, anal seepage, all that stuff. Basically, you're going to die in a very terrible fashion. It's going to be disgusting. Now, this is the doctor saying that. So, okay, let's not do that. Which, of course, green lights Donnie to sneak back into the laboratory after everybody's gone home that night because, a special agent, steal the blood and inject himself with it.
Yep.
You just heard what's going to happen if you do that.
He was on board.
Okay. You want to die by bleeding to death out of your butthole.
Yeah.
What is the hurry here with this?
No idea.
No idea. Number two, she told you what could possibly happen.
Your mate's gonna come out red.
But am I gonna look good in a bikini? That's what I need to know, and now. Stupid. So that's what he does. Gets into the lab, finds the blood sample, says fuck it, and injects himself with it. He then goes into a bunch of ridiculous moaning and groaning and then starts staggering around the hospital. And there's a bunch of doctors and scientists running around and they're like, hey, you okay? And he's like, fuck off. And then eventually he gets into one lab where the hematologist lady is, and he's like, and then one hand becomes a werewolf, just the one hand. He's got one werewolf hand, and he attacks her, and then runs off. About that time, Agent Miller shows up, and he's like, well, I'm going to get this situation under control. What the hell's going on here? And there's alarms going off and all that shit. Basically, talking to the head of security at this lab, he's figured out that Donald injected himself with that shit, and now he is a full-on werewolf. So now they're trying to contain Donald. Donald, of course, kills a few other doctors and stuff, throws them around, kicks the shit out of them, bites a few of them. It's all pretty good. All practical effects. This is a movie from 1995, buddy, and it very much looks like a movie from 1995.
Yeah.
All the way down to the haircuts and the dialogue and everything. Anyway, eventually they corner him. Right before they do, though, they happen into what I guess was Butler's office, where they find a slide projector full of pictures of him and Greg I guess it would have been Greg and the werewolf that attacked him. And all the pictures appear to show the werewolf making sweet love to Greg.
That's what it looked like.
Right?
Yeah.
They're all like Greg laying on his back with his eyes closed, and the werewolf laying on top of Greg.
Candid shots.
I mean, what kind of pictures are these supposed to be there?
What really went down in this castle?
Is Greg a furry?
Is he a furry?
He didn't put that on his job application. I don't know. But, and it's just the same picture over and over again, and everybody's looking at the picture. And they were all kind of making fun of Butler and Miller for their Operation Lycanthrope thing. But now they see the pictures, and they're like, oh, that guy likes to have sex with werewolves. So now we know that Butler is a full-on werewolf. We corner him, and then Miller shoots him, presumably with silver bullets again, and orders him into a cryotank. The body goes into a cryotank. Yeah. After, of course, he turns back into a human. So, excellent. We do get a good shot of Miller's penis.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to tell you that I am more endowed than Agent Miller. So, that's three people.
He was cold.
Well, it was, yeah, that's true. Damn it. Damn it. I don't know. Maybe if he fluffed up a little bit, or maybe if I fluffed up.
Fluffer on set, please.
Yeah, it's a little chilly in here, ladies. So we got that going for us. Now we're going to jump, buddy, 20 years into the future.
Yeah.
20 years, buddy. Everybody looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
So let's just pretend it's 20 years later, and
they froze themselves too.
That's what it is. They all did it. We now are at a second top secret testing facility. And at this testing facility, we have, this is kind of like The Thing before The Thing showed up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's kind of screwing off. There's like one or two people there that are actually doing their jobs.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing cards, and they got a pinball machine, and, a couple of these people are having sex with each other. It's a co-ed facility, so there's some budding romances happening.
Yep.
But really, nothing too serious is happening here, except for one doctor, Dr. Anna, who is working on what I assume to be a Teflon skin graft, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So I think the idea behind her research was that she was creating synthetic skin for like burn victims, but it was going to have a military application because if you applied a small electrical charge to it, it basically became metal, some kind of metallic alloy.
Right.
Okay. Fine.
Sure.
I'm just going to sign off on it. But this part was particularly silly. The way they demonstrated this was by taking a piece of salmon and basically smoking it, I think, on a grill. Yeah. And then she's like, look, it's metal solid. And it's just a piece of fish. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. So they're on a special effects budget. And clearly they blew everything they had on the werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
Because the werewolf, the various werewolves here look pretty good. Anyway, that's very exciting. And she's working very hard while everybody else is jerking each other off and playing pinball. And we have a captain. I guess this is an Air Force base. a captain that, I don't know, I guess they've been sort of half-ass seeing each other or flirting or something, so that's very exciting. We have a budding love story here also. Unfortunately, Agent Miller rolls up, and he's like, hey, guess what? I'm combining your department with the other department, the Operation Lycanthrope. And they're like, what the fuck? We're not doing that. Fuck you. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just cut your funding then. And he's like, go ahead. Now, okay, I'm ex-military myself, buddy. You know that. Agent Miller, throughout the film, was referred to as Colonel Miller.
Right.
The guy from the Air Force that was running the second secret laboratory was referred to as General. Yeah. Whatever the hell. Generals don't take orders from colonels.
Right.
Anybody that has ever been in the military could tell you that. I know they didn't have Google in 1995, but really, that information is not difficult to come by. So somebody somewhere should have raised their hand and how about we make him the colonel and him the general, just to not confuse anybody.
Right.
Whatever. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's interesting. And then Miller's like, I'll cut your funding. And they're like, good, go ahead. Hey, working on this stupid stuff anyway. But then Dr. Anna's like, no, I'm so close. I have to do it. And then he's like, well, then I'm combining your departments. And by the way, you're going to start experimenting on human beings too. And they're like, that's gross. We can't do that. He's like, don't worry. It's a cadaver. It's been frozen. You can do whatever you want to it. It won't matter. So naturally, our frozen cadaver is Agent Butler, who has been frozen for 20 years and probably not actually dead, but we'll get to that in a second. They wheel his frozen ass in and stick him in the freezer in the kitchen. Okay. Which causes the comically Italian chef, who we may as well have just named Super Mario, to quit on the spot. Mamma mia! It's a dead guy in the freezer.
Yeah.
And he's out of there.
We'll get sued.
Yeah, probably. I don't think that's sanitary. There's going to be a fucking health department complaint on these guys. Anyway, so they're like, oh, this is so gnarly. We can't. There's a fucking dead guy in the kitchen freezer, man. We got to try and put your skin graft on him. So they take him out, and for whatever reason, instead of like actually conducting experiments, they get all interested in the dead guy. Who is this guy? Where'd he come from?
Why is he naked?
Why is he naked? Why is he so cold? You took him out of the freezer. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do his parents know he's here, or what's happening? So instead of like just conducting their experiments and following orders, they get all curious about the dead guy and they start trying to figure out who he is. They run his fingerprints through an FBI database and it comes up nothing. They do like a facial recognition thing on him, which I don't think we had in 1995. That comes up nothing. And then just as they're like about to say, fuck it, let's just do the experiments, they do like a full body scan on him.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we've got some inorganic material here on this dude. So they're like, what? He's like, yeah, little spots here on his chest. So they start poking around on his chest, and Dr. Anna is like, oh, this is mortician's clay. Somebody's done something to this guy already. So now they're getting extra curious. They start digging around, and they find the silver bullets in his chest. Hey, somebody shot this dude. So they take the silver bullets out, not knowing they're silver bullets, or that this guy's a werewolf. And immediately his body temperature starts rising, and then his heart kicks back in. And, oh shit, he's alive. Oh, what? How does that work? I don't know, but we got to get him a fucking sandwich or something. So now they're all freaking out, and they're like trying to put blankets on him, and he's just starting with the moaning and groaning big time. And then here comes Agent Miller. He's like, hey, Donnie, how are ya? Remember that time I shot you with a bunch of silver bullets? Now, a couple of things, and I don't mean to pick this movie apart, but Agent Miller knows what Donnie is.
Right.
He knows what's happening, and he knew what would happen when the silver bullets came out of Donnie's chest. Now, let's assume for a moment that he didn't think, for whatever reason, they would not they would take the silver bullets out of his chest. Like, there's no reason to think that they would, or that they would even find him, for that matter, right?
Right.
Okay, but he's still a werewolf, even if he's a dead one.
Mm-hmm.
You have a legit werewolf in your freezer, and you're trying to find a military application for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you using it as an experiment?
Right.
You should be trying to figure out what makes it a werewolf and how to recreate that or something like that.
With the blood.
Yeah, put one of those fucking underworld lichen collars on him.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See if you can teach him to do tricks or shoot a machine gun or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but stick them in the freezer. That's not helping anybody. And now you're trying to get these guys to sew stuff on them. All right, anyway. They're all freaked out now. How is he alive? What the hell? Who shot him? What's going on? Dr. Anna overhears Agent Miller talking a bunch of shit to Donnie. And she's like, he knows something. What is he doing? I don't know. Oh, shit. What's happening? In the meantime, Donnie is like regenerating and becoming more and more of a werewolf.
Yeah.
So eventually, naturally, he goes full werewolf. And the werewolf in this movie, I would say closest to the Howling werewolves.
Yeah.
Is fine. This version of it is fine. Unfortunately, just before he goes full wolf and breaks out of his restraints, they keep him sedated and they start sewing patches of the Teflon skin onto him.
Mm-hmm.
How's that a good idea?
I don't know.
This guy literally just came back from the dead. Let's cease the experiment.
Right.
Let's not put the Teflon skin on him. And he's getting the longer he lays here, the more aggressive and hairy he gets.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting the fingernails and the crazy eyeballs. I don't know. And that part was really dumb because it looked to me like the patches of the Teflon skin were like the size of your wallet.
Yeah.
So it literally made him look like a
patchy
human quilt, pretty much.
Yeah.
That part's kind of dumb. Let's get a bigger piece.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I didn't write this, clearly. Whatever, man. It looks silly. Eventually, he pops up and he breaks through the restraints and he gets loose. Mm-hmm. Kills a couple of the base security guards, the MPs. Very cool. Manages also to kill one of the doctors who happened to be a good friend of Anna's. About this time, Agent Miller kind of goes ballistic and he's like, this is my experiment and I'm going to conduct it the way I see fit. So he actually shoots the general in the knees and leaves him there as like a
bait,
but he didn't do anything. Like, he just let the werewolf kill the general, and then
when you think about it, it's like, all I have to do is outrun you.
That's true.
So that's I'm going to pop you in the knees so I can get away.
I'm out of here. But Miller never left. He just, like, hung out to see what was going to happen next.
See if it worked? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it worked. Whatever you were doing, it worked. So we're down, like, all of the base security, the general, a couple of doctors. This is when we have to face the reality that we are, in fact, dealing not only with a werewolf, but an armor-plated werewolf.
Yeah.
Buddy, god damn it.
Way to go.
Miller tries to kill the werewolf with silver bullets, but now he's got Teflon skin.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck. But that's okay. Silver bullets not gonna do it. But if you spray the son of a bitch with a fire extinguisher,
oh man,
puts them out like a light.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but apparently werewolves are allergic to Freon, or at least this one in particular, because he just fell right back to sleep, and then they put him back on the table. Now, at this point, he starts like converting back to like half human, and we kind of get a glimpse that underneath the werewolf suit is Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
And we kind of get a little glimpse of him here for a second. All he does is lay on the table and moan and groan. That's pretty gnarly. And then, of course, he gets loose again and then goes on a continuous killing spree.
Yeah.
Now, a little scene that they set up at the beginning of the movie was the general collecting rare coins. Mm-hmm. So this is when the captain and Dr. Anna and the out-of-place British hot chick decide that it is, in fact, a werewolf, and we need to concoct a weapon that can take him down through the Teflon skin, buddy. That's what we got to do.
Yep.
So we send the captain up, and he breaks into the general's room, steals all of his rare coins, smelts them. I mean, okay, he's got experience.
Why not?
Doesn't make silver bullets, though. I guess a silver-tipped, rocket-propelled javelin, I think, is is the best way to summarize this weapon. So that's what we got. We have enough silver to create 2 of these items. Very cool. And now we've got this. We're gonna get out of here. So this is when they've created this weapon, and they're headed down to what is going to be the exit. The British chick apparently is some kind of computer hacker, IT extraordinaire, because she's got to crack the code to get the door open. So she's very excited to do that. Just as they're opening the door, Miller shows up, and he's like, "Get back there, you motherfuckers! My experiment isn't done yet." And they're like, "Huh?" Like, "Yeah, I'm testing the combat effectiveness of Project Metalbeast." And they're like, "Project? Yeah, you just created a werewolf with Teflon skin, and I'm gonna sell it to on the black market as a fucking weapon of war."
Metalbeast.
Love it. How was there never a metal band called Metalbeast?
Right?
I feel like it should have been out of like Eastern Europe or something.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are Metalbeast. Yeah.
That's probably why.
Probably. Oof. We are the Metalbeast.
We are Metalbeast.
Yeah.
We will rock your world.
We are coming to rocking you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Rocking chairs, I think. I don't know. Stupid. Anyway, they're like, well, "No, you can't experiment on us." And he's like, "I'm Colonel Miller. I can do whatever I want. And I'm going to be rich." They're like, "Well, fuck this." And they try to run. And the captain is like, "I'm going to slow you down. You can't get to him. Those 2 chicks are going to make it out of here." And Miller shoots the captain, but in the shoulder, I guess. I don't know. The captain goes down, and we're supposed to think he's dead. It's fine. Then a little cat and mouse situation with Miller and the 2 chicks. They get down there. Then the werewolf pops out, and the hot British chick tries to fire the shoulder-mounted, rocket-propelled silver javelin at him, but he misses. And I guess hits a gas main or something.
Yeah, right behind it.
And just blows the fucking place up. It crushes. Well, it doesn't crush. Like a bunch of fucking debris falls on the werewolf, and it kind of slows him down for a second. But then Miller shows up, and he's like, "Get up, you son of a bitch!" And then the werewolf kills Miller. And then the werewolf is turning to go after the chicks again, and this is when we find out that the captain survived getting shot in the chest and has come down. He's got the other silver rocket-propelled javelin, so he throws it to Dr. Anna, and she fires the javelin and hits the metal beast, and it blows him up. Kaboom! And then they help the captain out of there, and they go walking out, and that's the end of your movie.
Yeah.
There, buddy. What did you think of Project Metalbeast?
Not a fan. I mean, the werewolf was kind of cool looking, but yeah, overall, no. Not even worth a rewatch.
I don't disagree. What's wrong with a werewolf? The werewolf. Let's not muddy the werewolf waters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got yourself. Let's just keep it simple, stupid. That's what I say. You got yourself a werewolf. You somehow managed to get control of the goddamn thing. You stuck it in a freezer, and now you let it chill out for 20 years. Okay, so you had a werewolf for 20 years.
With silver bullets in it.
With silver bullets in it, which is fine. And you couldn't think of anything else to do with it except use it as a test dummy for the skin grafts?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, you get what you deserve, sir.
Yeah.
And you get, the doctors don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, man. I think if they had just called it Project Lycanthrope and ditched all the metal skin crap,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds very heavy metal. Oh, fucking werewolf with metal skin. That sounds badass.
It sounds badass, yeah.
I don't think they
failed to deliver.
I mean, really, that skin graft thing looked really dumb.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody had just...
They might as well use a stapler.
Yeah, and it looked like really somebody just like heaped mounds of clay on them.
Yeah.
You know? It looked gross. It didn't look good. No. The werewolf itself looked pretty cool up to that point. I don't know, man. It wasn't for me. It's very 90s. It felt like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
It's got an R rating. There's 0 nudity. I don't even recall anybody's dropping any F-bombs or anything like that.
I don't remember a decapitated head.
No.
So.
I mean, there was like some slash marks.
Maybe just violence in general.
Gunplay, yeah. General prickiness.
Oh, his penis.
Oh, we did see a cock in there, buddy.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You give me an R rating for a ding-dong?
For a tiny ding-dong.
God damn it. That's a waste of an R rating, man.
Yeah.
See, now you got me all hot and bothered. I think there's going to be boobs and people getting ripped in half. And what do you show me?
A willy.
A little one at that.
A whittle willy.
That's right. If you're going to put that thing out there, you might as well make it a good one. Get this guy. Fuck. All right, man. That's Project Metalbeast. Where did you watch it at?
Tubi?
I watched it on Tubi, too. Did you have any issues with the audio?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's it sounded like everybody was mumbling to me. I had to turn it up to like 45.
Yeah.
If we have captured your imagination and you must watch yourself some Project Metalbeast, it is presently streaming on Tubi. There's also a free version on YouTube. Sure. Why not? You got an hour and a half. You got an hour and a half to kill, and you want
laundry.
You want to see a little ding dong in a cryo tank. Check yourself some Project Metalbeast, gentlemen.
That's right.
All right, let's take us a little break. We'll do some other stuff, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, inmates. If you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
We are back, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. This is usually about the time we get into 3 and a meat hook. But before we do that, you weren't here last week. Just off the top of your head, favorite rape revenge movie? Go.
Ooh, I Spit on Your Grave, the remake.
The remake, that's your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
Way better than the original, if you ask me. Right on, man. I think it's time for this week's meat hook.
Three on a meat hook.
Songs that remind you of or take you to, in memory, your favorite horror movies. They could be songs from the movie, songs that remind you about the movie, songs that were popular when the movie came out, songs that are about just songs that make you think of whatever movie.
Okay.
Number 3, go.
Number 3. So my list is basically songs that are in the movie that remind me of the movie.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Summer Breeze.
The typo negative cover?
Yes.
Right on.
I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
That was a good one, man. You ever listen to the original Summer Breeze?
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Yeah, it's like the Bee Gees.
Yeah, it's just not the same, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fine. It's supposed to be like a good, feel-good kind of song.
Summer.
Yeah, but with that opening shot over the Pacific, I guess it was actually somewhere back east, but that coastline.
Oh, yeah, in the dark.
Yeah, buddy. That's a good one. My number 3 is a song called "All the People Die" or "People Who Died" by the Jim Carroll Band. You'd know it if you heard it. It played at the very end of the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me give you a little taste. You're going to know this as soon as you hear it. It's kind of punkish.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've seen that movie so many times. And that closing sequence where they're all running from the boat and this song kicks in. I like the tune because it's a catchy tune.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it takes me right back to Dawn of the Dead remake.
Huh.
Right on, dude. How about number 2?
Number 2, Hip to Be Square.
Oh, American
Psycho. Yeah.
I love it. But more than the song or the scene is the diatribe that led up to the murder as he's putting on his little raincoat and getting ready to kill Jared Leto.
Yep. That's right.
I love it. That's good stuff. I don't think I have listened to that song in its entirety since probably 1987.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not a big Huey Lewis guy. I mean, it's 80s pop, so. And after 1989, they just kind of vanished into thin air.
Right.
Unfortunate. I wonder if the News is still around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not. Imagine most of those guys are dead, right?
Maybe.
All the people who died.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, I don't know. My number 2, Dream Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Dawkins.
Right? Nightmare on Elm Street.
That was back when, and this was the best thing about the 80s. Every movie and horror movie and TV show got its own song.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if the budget was behind it, you could get a Dawkins.
Right.
You know, who I could not name another single song from other than Dream Warriors.
Right.
I know he was huge.
Yeah.
Didn't you and Monica go see him in Carson once? Or was that Winger? I remember you guys got pictures with the band.
Yeah, I don't remember what band it was.
I think it was either Dawkins or Winger. It was one of the hair metals.
Yeah, maybe it was Dawkins. Shoot, I don't remember.
That's a pretty good tune, though.
Mm-hmm.
And the music video was kick-ass. It came out about 6 months before Nightmare on Elm Street 3 did. And the airplay it got on MTV pretty much made Robert Englund and Freddy Krueger a rock star.
Yeah.
You know? And then they did that Freddy Krueger takeover thing where Fred TV for like a couple of nights.
That was
badass. That was badass. I fucking sucked because my parents wouldn't let me watch MTV.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
They read a goddamn newspaper article that said there was sex and violence on MTV. And that was back when it was just music videos. That was before all the real world horse shit.
Right. Yeah.
Now I can't watch MTV, so I had to miss all of that stuff.
Oh,
you
man.
motherfuckers. My parents were stupid.
Shit came over to my place.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Buddy, coming up there.
That's right.
Right on, man. How about number 1?
Number 1, Cry Little Sister.
Oh, yeah. Lost Boys. Mm-hmm. That's another one. G. Tom Mack.
Yeah.
Has not done a single fucking thing before or since. From what I hear now, he just shows up at horror movie cons and basically...
that's his one ticket.
Well, yeah, and he just kind of pretends he is a lost boy. Like he has like a whole vampire getup, and he just sits there looking stoic and signing autographs. A lot of covers of that one. I think Marilyn Manson did a cover. Zug Island did a cover. I got like this weird techno cover. I don't know. It's on this goth album that I bought.
The kid that was in it did a cover.
The kid that Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman. Yeah. Like everywhere he goes and performs, that he
just
does
kicks it out. Sure.
Yeah.
What is it? Corey's Angels or something?
Like that,
a bunch of hot chicks.
Yeah. Well, his wife is one of them.
Well, of course. Yeah. That guy's just a pea hound, man. I would be too if I was Corey Feldman. My number 1, you may have guessed it. It is Stigmata Martyr by Bauhaus, the opening of this podcast. Yep. The song itself is fine, but in the context of watching Amelia Kincaid dance against the strobe light in that weird black wedding dress while it plays, it takes you immediately right back to Night of the Demons. I was trying for like 12 years to track that song down. You want to know what the problem was?
The spelling?
That in VHS. So you're watching it on a tube. Remember at the end of the credits, it would run you through all the music.
Yeah.
And it would say, written by, performed by, and it would say...
Did you get the lines in it?
Yeah, well and it was blurry as fuck. I'm watching it on an old tube TV and on VHS. So, like, I could fast forward and rewind, but I can't make out what the hell, because the writing, by the time you get to that point in the credits, is goddamn microscopic.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Sandwich Maker, I think, is the name of the... by the Boom Boys. It's the Boom Boys Sandwich Maker. God damn, it's stupid.
Going to every, record company.
Sam Goody. You guys got the Boom Boys?
Yeah, the Boom Boys.
Sandwich Maker. Great tune.
Like, what the hell?
The guy wants a sandwich.
Right.
Right on, inmates. That is your meat hook for the week. Songs that take you to horror movies.
Yeah.
Or any combination or wraparound that you can think of. PaddedRoomPodcast.com. Go over there, hit the meat hook link, or drop us a voicemail. Area code 775-387-0275 is the mental health hotline. Let us know. I want to know. I'm building a horror movie playlist, and I got a lot of these songs that Buddy and I were talking about already. I need to know which ones I missed, which ones I need to put on there. In the meantime, Buddy, it is Terradome time.
Yeah.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all. My worst dream come true.
6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face, the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Welcome to the Terradome.
This is the championship.
Oh, yeah.
This is the big one. It's a little silly because none of our favorites were in it this year. And we got some people here. We got some individuals. For the championship, inmates, as usual, bear with me. I am not much of a writer. The obelisk seemed to have appeared overnight. Satellite imaging showed that particular stretch of desert barren one day and the obelisk there the next. Radiation signatures and seismic activity were spiking from its exact location, seemingly without reason. The United States Air Force UAP recovery team was the first on the scene. Sonar scans showed something underneath the obelisk and struggling to be freed. CENTCOM dispatched an excavation team shortly thereafter. Valak had chosen the stretch of desert for its remoteness. Far enough from humanity to be left alone, but close enough to the border towns to feed without needing to travel. Now this. Military and government operatives were coming and going at a fevered pitch. Whatever they were after, Valak wanted in on the action. For the championship, buddy, we have Rawhead Rex versus Valak from Vampires. What do you think of this?
Wow. You know, I think I'm going to have to go with Valak.
So, I would agree with you. He did technically fly, and we all know how I feel about things that can fly. Mm-hmm. I usually give you the edge. However, there's nothing to state that Rawhead Rex cannot operate during daylight hours, and let's not forget he can raise an army. He can do that red thing with his eyes, and then all the villagers will just do whatever he wants. And he'll also pee on you. So
yeah, there's that.
And apparently you'll enjoy it, because that priest was very happy to get peed on. I think he's just had some pent-up, some repressed fantasies or something.
That's right.
Oh, it's finally going to happen. Yuck.
Yuck.
All right, so that's one for Valak, one for Rawhead Rex. Get us your votes by next week, inmates, for the championship. Rawhead Rex versus Valak. Again, area code 775-387-0275 or the paddedroompodcast.com. Check it out. Let us know who's going to win, who's going to be this year's grand champion. While you're contemplating that, we got to tell you what movies we got to watch this week in a little segment called What Are You Looking At?
What are you looking at?
I only got one movie in this week with the Super Bowl and all of that nonsense. It's Delirium from 1987, buddy.
Yeah.
You heard of this?
Uh-huh.
It is, where was this movie when I was 12? Because I would have pulled my dick clean off to it.
Tried to watch MTV?
Yeah, well, you probably. It's probably on MTV, and that's why my parents wouldn't let me watch it.
That's right.
Lamberto Bava. Basically, you've got an Italian smut magazine, and all of the nude models are being murdered in a giallo style. But that's all well and good. Plenty of boobs. Fantastic breasts in this movie. The fun part, though, is that the killer, before he goes in to kill one of these young ladies, sees her as some kind of a monster. So, like, one instance, he's getting ready to kill this chick, and she looks back at him, and she's just her head is just a giant eyeball. And there's that. Mm-hmm. And she's like she's like an eyeball monster before he kills her. I'm not sure. I think we just have to assume that the killer's a nutsack, and that's how he sees hot chicks. Drugs. It's never really explained. Well, it is kind of half-ass explained at the end. It's an incestuous thing. But the other chick, she's in the shower, and he looses a bunch of killer bees in her bathroom, and all of a sudden she's got a bee head. So she's got a great rack, and she's like soaping and lathering up, but she's got the head of a bee. But what the fuck? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did I come about this movie, you ask?
Yeah.
In Search of Darkness. So I'm on the treadmill, and all of a sudden I look up, and there's a chick with a killer rack and a bee head. And it said the name of the movie is Delirium.
And you're like, I got to tap that.
I got to get to the bottom of this. Why does she have a bee head? I love those boobies, but I want to know more about the bee head. Is this a porno version of The Fly that I've completely missed out on?
Right.
That's all I'm looking at, buddy. What do you got for us?
All right. I've actually got quite a little list here since it's been a minute.
All right.
Fear 2023. Now, this one is actually filmed at Strawberry Lodge right there off of Tahoe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's closed down. I was looking up some history stuff on it, but yeah, I was like, oh, what? So I got to watch this now.
Okay.
So, not really a great movie. Worth a watch, but it's, think of COVID, I guess, when you watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Where did you find that? I want to check that out.
I want to say Tubi.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I'll Google it.
Malum. 2023. That was a really good one. It kind of reminded me of Last Shift a little bit.
It's a direct remake of The Last Shift.
Yeah.
The same director, same everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let me ask you this. What do you like better, that one or The Last Shift?
Last Shift.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but that's what everybody says.
Okay. Night Swim 2024.
What do you think of that?
Theater.
Oh, you went to the theater.
Yeah, saw it at the theater. I liked it till the very end.
Yeah, ending was a bit of a... I don't want to ruin
spoil it.
Yeah, it's
Pray for the Devil, 2022. It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Our Deadly Vows, 2023.
Sounds like a soap opera.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Okay.
A bunch of friends getting together, and I don't know, it's just like, I don't like the way you're talking to me, and then I'm going to go and kill all you.
Get all bickery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exorcism of God, 2021. Not too bad.
Okay. God's possessed? Fuck.
Yeah. Keep Watching, 2017. Not too bad. The Grudge, 2020. The remake.
Yeah.
Well, multiple
continuation or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at that one.
Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods, 2011.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. Great movie. Haunting of the Queen Mary. I like the idea of the movie, but watching it's like, this is not what I was expecting. No. It was... Ugh.
I really liked the flashback sequences, but then when they came back up, and it's just basically them kind of in this almost psychedelic state, wandering around the Queen Mary.
Yeah,
and way too much with the CGI.
Yeah, it is.
That really killed it.
And last one, I'm not going to say because we're going to be doing it for immersion therapy.
Okay, very cool, man.
All right.
Speaking of immersion therapy, let's jump right in, shall we?
Yeah.
Immersion therapy.
I tell you what, my friend, I've got a new phobia I just unlocked. It's having mushrooms grow out of my eye socket.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That really made me want to take a shower.
Yeah.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, this was the second time I've seen this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show. We're talking about Gaia from 2022, streaming on Shudder. I think
the characters were interesting.
Yeah, especially the were they a father and son? I don't know.
Yes,
they were.
Yeah,
yeah. So they were a lot more interesting than the park ranger, I thought. But
yeah,
dude, yeah, like the fucking death by fungus.
Man,
that's
brutal.
Nasty. That's nasty. Especially when we find the black guy and he's all riddled with it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's growing out of his eyes and he can't see nothing. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go take a shower.
Yeah, no thanks.
Dad, I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And that, I kind of like the way they might have set it up for a continuation or something at the end. When it's fast food just gets lightning quick, moldy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's not a bad show.
Yeah, not too bad.
Makes you wonder who the crazy is and who's got a legitimate problem here.
Definitely a slow burn.
Yeah, you could say that. Mm-hmm. What do you got for us this week there, buddy?
All right, this week let's check out 2023's Cobweb. It's about an 8-year-old boy who tries to investigate the mysterious knocking sounds that are coming from inside the walls of his house, unveiling a dark secret that his sinister parents have kept hidden from him.
Yeah, they're having sex. There's knocking sounds in this house all the time. We're having sex, me and Mommy.
That's right.
So go back to watching YouTube. Leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah, you'll find this gem on Hulu.
Or in my bedroom.
Yeah. The video cam.
That's right. I got an OnlyFans link coming out.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Alrighty, check that shit out, inmates. We'll do the same and compare notes next week. But now it is time to educate me.
All right.
Educating Miss Monica.
First, my clues from last week. Well, buddy, I am a hot sorority, babe, and goddamn, every time the phone rings, it's some pervo telling me what he wants to do with my pretty pink pussy and explaining to me the size of his penis. And I'm not... It's creeping me out, and now my sisters are going missing one at a time here in the holiday season. I am, of course, Black Christmas. I went with the original. The 2006 remake is not good, but in comparison to the 2019 remake, it's
way
pretty
better.
fucking good. Yeah,
Oh,
all
wow.
things considered. Who might I be this week, you ask?
Ooh.
Well, I am out on a date, and I have taken a double date, actually. Very fun. We went to the local carnival is in town. Everybody's having a good time. I'm winning some stuffed animals for my lady friend here. My idiot friend is, trying to steal things and shit like that. And then he gets the brilliant idea, what we're going to do, we're going to sneak into one of the attractions, and we're going to camp out for the night. Okay, I might get laid inside this attraction. So I'm on board until we all saw something that we weren't supposed to see. And then somebody saw us seeing something that we weren't supposed to see. Now we got a real fucking problem on our hands here, buddy.
Whoa.
That carnival justice, dude. Who might I be, you ask? Tune in next week, and I'll drop some knowledge on you inmates. In the meantime, I think that's about going to do it for us this week. Thank you very much for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you heard this show. That helps our visibility quite a bit. I also have a Patreon campaign running. If anybody's interested, we got all kinds of swag tiers. Just go to paddedroompodcast.com. You'll find the link for that there, as well as the email stuff and the Terradome stuff and the fucking pretty much anything you need to know. People like to take pictures of me and put it on gay porn. You can find the entire art gallery there at paddedroompodcast.com. It's wonderful. Go over there. Check it out. We had like a whole separate Facebook thing happening. In the meantime, join us next week for Bad Moon here in Werewolf Month in the Padded Room. Other than that, buddy, you got anything else?
No.
For Jason and Absentia, werewolves with metal Teflon skin, and the government agents that try to weaponize them, I guess. Collectible popcorn buckets. Jason did, in fact, get his Slimer popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
A lot of you were very worried that he wasn't going to get it. Another Predator movie. More reasons to take a shower and get the goddamn mushrooms out of your armpits. And the Padded Room Podcast. I'm afraid visiting hours are over.
Bye, and have a great week.